Hello and very good evening, everyone. We'll start our progress internship session. So if you guys have any presentations or journal queries, you guys can ask. Yeah. Please raise your hand for the presentation. Sahil and Shubham, you both have joined. Yes, Sahil.
This- Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, it is visible. Let's start.
Okay. Good evening, sir. I'm Sahil, student of IIT Ropar. I'm 16th May batch student, and my group is web developer groups. So my today's presentation topic is Doctor Search website. So in this PPT, I have covered the following topics. Introduction means what this project is all about, tools and techniques, design of the project, and working of the project through the diagrams, then live demo, and the references that I have used to make this website. Introduction. So doctor search website is a where the user can search for the right doctors according to their needs. And if any user want to search for a doctor, they just need to enter some basic details like type of the doctor and area of the doctor. And as the user will click on the search button, then he will get the basic information about the doctor, like experience of the doctor. And on our platform, we have also shown some of the quality services that our platform is providing. So now I will describe you about the tools and techniques that I have used to make this project. So first is the design. So to make the prototype of the project, I have used the Figma tool. And second is front end. So to create the front end part of the project, I have used HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and I also have used Locofy.ai to generate the HTML, CSS part of our project. Now we have some user data, so we need to have backend also. So to create the backend web services, I have used PHP language and jQuery to connect with the front end. Database to store the data of the doctors, I have used MySQL database. And hosting platform to host this project, I have used 000 web host platform. Okay. So now this is the designing part of our project. On the top, there is a nav bar where I have shown the home page, get started, about and services. Then here is the hero section where I have shown where I have implemented the search functionality, and here the user have to enter the type of doctor that he is looking for and the area in which they want the doctor to be. And as the user will click on the search button, then this section will be visible to the user as they click on this button. And here you can find the details of all the doctors that are present in that particular area. And below that, I have shown three steps that how can they consult with the doctor. Like first they have to book the appointment, and then they can get consult with the doctor. And at the end, I have shown the quality services that our platform is providing, like 24 into 7 services are available. And we have all the high, highly experienced doctors. So now I want to show you the working of project. So how this project is actually working is, first of all, the user will come on our platform and he will enter the details like user type and doctor. Then through the jQuery, we will send the request to the backend part. And from the backend, then the request will be sent to the database to retrieve the data of the doctors. Then from the backend, we will send back the data to jQuery. And through the jQuery, we can again show the data on the front end. So now I want to show you the live demo along with the coding part explanation of our project. So this is the code of this project. So here is the database that I have added this image so that if anyone want to check this website, then they can know how the data is stored in this website. And here we have the CSS files, HTML file. Okay, so in HTML5 mainly we have these two input fields. One is for the doctor type and another is for the location. And then we have a script file. So in the script file, we have taken the data of doctor type and location from the front end part, and we have stored into two these variables. And then from these two variables, I have sent this data to web service that is this link. And from here, we will get all the data, and then we will show this data on the front end part. Now on this web service, on the web service here, I have some details to connect with the database. Then there is a connection, and if somehow the connection failed, then it will show you the errors. Otherwise, there are the two fields, doctor category and area, where it is taking this search and area from the body in which we have posted the queries. Then it will retrieve into the then it will query and then it will send the query request to the database and get the following information like ID, doctor name, doctor information, image. And then if the result as row num greater than 0, it means we have some data to show. So if we have data present, then we will show the data on the front end part. And if we don't have any data, then we can show that the result is equal to false, means no data found. So now I want to show you the So this is the web service that I have created, and here are the two fields. One is search, another is the area. So here is the type of doctor like general physician, and this is the field, means the area where they want doctor to be from. And as I will click on it, it will send a request and we get the data. Means in our database, we have two doctors present with the in this area and with general physician and Chandigarh in area. Okay, so now I want to show you the live demo by doing this. So this is our website. So here is the get started button. As I will click on this website. So here are the two options like this is the doctor type and this is the area. Let us suppose I write here the general physician and I want to show in Delhi if there any doctor present or not. And it is loading, no doctor found. So now we will check in our database. Need to just 10 minutes. Okay, so in Delhi, there is no general physician. We can say that we have only one in Delhi. So that's why this website is showing no doctor present there. So if I change this to Chandigarh, so it is showing that two doctors are present and we can confirm from here that general physician in Chandigarh, we have two data. So this was the live demo of our project and now I want to So I have shown you the live demo of the project and this is the link of the Figma files. So now I want to show you the Figma file as well. So this is the Figma file that I have created to make means the prototype of our project. And This is, I have given the GitHub link of our project also, and here I mentioned the reference that I have used to make this website, like the Hack with the full stack web development playlist that was given to us as a reference, and Locofy that I used to convert to generate the code for the front end. And here I have given the link to the Locofy tutorials and Figma tutorials that I used to make this project. So thank you so much, sir. I'm done with the PPT.
Okay, it was a great presentation, I would say. Is it your first presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, for being the first presentation, it was a really great presentation, but there are some areas of improvement that you can work. So, emphasize more on your self-introduction as well as the task introduction. So, when you are giving actual task introduction, we are expecting you to give some context on the task. So, let us say, like, what when you're creating a task, talk about the client requirement. What was the requirement that you received? So, you must have received an email with the task requirement, right? So you can list them out at the start to let your viewers know that this is my task requirement, and then this is how I will actually perform the task. So that it is in a story type format where we are actually going through your entire development process that you went through from creating wireframe of the desktop your website to actual development process, right? And
Okay.
it is always good thing to start with a scenario so that it will help you build a story, and the story will help you build a good flow and hook for your presentation. See, your
Okay.
presentation was good, but technically it can be improved. Like when you are explaining the design part of your website, you explained some things like, can you go on that slide, the design slide?
Yes, sir. This
Yeah.
one.
So you have platform service quality, right? Don't include this kind of things where you are actually talking about the company or hospital. Okay, talk about the UI features of your design. Okay, so
Okay.
navbar is there. What is the functionality of navbar? Like what actually it is, what actually it is doing. Like you see, you have search functionality. It is straightforward, simple. Like anyone can read it and let know that okay, this is the search functionality, right? But you can explain like what is actually going on. You have the search results, say what is going on, like say I have a div and then that div is getting created when I click on the search result. So you can explore those things, like
Okay.
explain to me this design with respect to the user interface, right? So focus that part, and then it was I would say good. Can you go to next slide?
Yes.
See, this is a good thing. This is a data flow of your actual website where how the website is working you were explaining, and you did really well, I would say. This was really well done. Go to next slide.
This.
Yeah, go to next slide.
Here I have written the references.
Okay. When you are giving references, so try to have entire link instead of just names. Okay. So
The
if
link is
you
there. If anybody will click on this, that means they will redirect to that page.
But when I'm viewing as a presentation, I can't really click on it, right? So if end
Okay, sir.
user looks at this, then it will be good thing if they know the entire website. So if I want to go to Locofy website, I can look at the link and then go to that website, right?
Okay,
So
sir.
try to provide the entire link and then go to next slide.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. So in thank you slide, you can include your contact information like your email address or your name or your department name, so that if anyone has any questions, they can reach out to you for a letter. And after the thank you slide, it is also important to add a Q&A slide. It is good thing to have a Q&A interaction with your viewers. If it is up to viewers, if they have any question or answer, like they want to ask you a question, but it is good thing that you are including a Q&A slide from your side. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
So work on that part also and add a conclusion slide. So work on that part. Like in conclusion, you can summarize your entire process of development and what are the difficulties that you faced and how you actually solved it and what you actually got from this entire task. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay, sir.
add that. Other than that, I would say it was really well done. Well explained, I would say. But story wise, it can be much improved. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Sahil. Now we will move on to next intern. You can stop the screen share now, Sahil. Okay, Shubham.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Please turn your camera. Yeah. So is it Shubham Yadav overview of project synopsis?
Yeah, for the future location prediction.
Let me just check. Can you give me your email in the chat? Or you can
My
share
email.
the yeah, share the screen, show me your email. Because I can't find future location prediction. What is your full name?
Shubham Yadav.
So there is prescriptive analysis and overview of project synopsis. Are you going to give presentation on future location prediction?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you from which group?
I'm from data engineers group, data science, machine learning and data science.
Okay, you may start.
So is my screen visible?
Yeah, you are visible, audible, and your screen is also shared. You may start.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Shubham Yadav from data engineers and machine learning and data science department. So my project name is future location prediction problem statement. Develop a future location prediction system using Data IQ, a data science studio. In this task, we need you to learn how tools like DSS are used in industry to develop industrial machine learning applications. What is Data IQ? Data IQ is the platform for everyday AI, systemizing the use of data for exceptional business results. Organizations that use Data IQ elevate their people to extraordinary, arming them with the ability to make better day-to-day decisions with data. How to install Data IQ? First, we will go to the following link, and then after downloading the virtual machine and the DSS image, we will import the Data IQ image in the virtual box and start the DSS server. Then the local browser then the Data IQ server can be opened from the following link 127.0. And the rest of it. Then we will log into the Data IQ. To start a project in Data IQ, click on New Project in Home page and name the project as Future Destination Prediction. The dataset has been given for us, and the link is shown in the screen. The dataset contains 6 columns: event time start, event time end, longitude start, and latitude start. That gives the starting position, and latitude end and longitude end, which our model will be predicting using lasso Lars and XBoost algorithms. Selecting on the given dataset and click on tab Lab New Analysis, as we will be analyzing this dataset. After clicking on New Analysis, we will be creating a first model, and then go to model, click a first model. Then location of an object consists of 2 points on globe, latitude and longitude, which is provided in the dataset on which we will be building a model. First, we will build the model on lat and column and try to evaluate the latitude and by using Lasso-Lars regression algorithm, as it gives the highest status score and less mean error. In features and handling, we will be selecting event start time and not the longitude end, because we have to first find the latitude and dataset. From the resulting dataset, we will score the final longitude end. By clicking the train the tool, it will start the implementation of Lasso-Lars regression algorithm on the dataset. After the implementation, it will provide with various metrics like R2 score and mean error square and assertion section. The model tests on some of the dataset and trains on the remaining. After successfully training the Lasso-Lars algorithm model on the dataset, an accuracy of 99% is achieved. The summary of the model is given below in the following pictures. After training, we deploy a future longitude prediction model. After deployment, the flow will look like the picture besides it. Evaluate the model by clicking on the predict latent regression in the flow evaluate in the panel. Select input dataset as location dataset and provide a general name to the output dataset, and the flow will be updated. The destination latitude output will be used to find and eliminate destination longitude. To do so, we created a model using XGBoost regression algorithm. XGBoost gives the best result and highest accuracy. The dataset we will now target to longitude end as we find the destination longitude. In features and handling, we will untick the lat and L column. Now train the model uh, for the following metrics. After training the model, we can check the R2 square and errors in the matrix and assertion section. As you can observe, the R2 square has 100% value and errors have less values. So this algorithm is perfect to deploy. So we deploy it, and for flow will get updated. So as we can observe, the R2 square has 100% value and error have been less. So this algorithm is perfect to deploy. Using this model, we will score for the destination longitude dataset by clicking score in the panel. After scoring the model, we will provide the final destination longitude dataset, and the flow will be updated like in the following photo or pic. In Data IQ tool, we can also explore the implemented models Python code in Jupyter. Just export to Jupyter notebook. By exporting it, we will generate a Python code automatically. We can also look for the accuracy percentage by running that Python code. So for conclusion, a Data IQ DSS is a collaborative data science software platform for data professionals, data scientists, data engineers, data analysts, data architects, CRM and marketing teams. It is a centralized working environment that makes it easy to manipulate data, quickly explore and share analysis, make predictions and create artificial intelligence models with a few clicks. Using Data IQ tool, we can build different types of models using different types of algorithms. User can do operations on different data sets and from them can generate new data sets. Also, users can explore the implemented models Python code in Jupyter Notebook. Now I will be showing the project in Data IQ. So this is the interface of the project, and this is the project flow. So as you can see, this is the location dataset. This is the original dataset which we have been given. It consists of event time start, event time and latitude start, longitude start, lat and then longitude and that we have to find. So then we perform prediction on the destination latitude. This is the matrix of the algorithm given. It gives the R2 score right now. And then we get this following predicted latitude dataset after applying the algorithm Lasso-Lars on the previous dataset. So now we get event time start, event time and latitude start, longitude and latitude and longitude and the prediction that we got for the latitude end. So you can see that it's almost kind of same, and the error is also given, and the error decil relative error on all those columns are also given. So after predicting the latitude, we will perform XGBoost by going in this lab section and clicking the XGBoost algorithm. And then after that, we will get the final predicted outcome, that is latitude end, which is we have predicted, and the longitude end, which we have predicted, which is kind of similar to the latitude end and longitude end given. So this is the prediction for longitude end, and this is the prediction. This is the prediction for latitude end. Yeah. Thank you.
I hope you are done with your presentation.
Yes.
Okay. See, your introduction was good, okay, but when it comes to the problem statement, that is ultimately your task introduction, I believe it can be improved. Okay, there is room for improvement. When you are giving me a problem statement, also give some context on like how you are what you are actually expecting from the project. Okay, I believe you were not able to convey that properly in the problem statement. And then when it comes to the explanation part, do the actual explanation. You were mostly just reading from the slide, and that is not how you are supposed to do explanation. Okay, you included what is data IQ, and then you went on with step-by-step format, and you just read the steps. Okay, when you have a lot of steps that you think you need to include it in the presentation, so instead of reading it, I would recommend that you add screenshot of each step and then explain it through the screenshot instead of just reading the steps, right? It will become much easier for you, and it will not it will look like that you are actually trying to explain some steps, right? And then see, your project demonstration started really well, I would say. Okay, it was well explained. But at, as you moved on, I believe you got lost somewhere because say when what is, can you tell me what is R2 score?
The R2 score is a metric for finding the accuracy and the relationship between the two variables, the dependent variable and the independent variable. So if a R2 score is high for a given predicted metric, then that means the project or the algorithm that we've used is good. So if you get 100% R2 score, that means that the algorithm is perfect. And if you get below 50%, so that means there is no relationship between the independent and the dependent variables.
Okay. So why this was not included in the presentation? You could have easily explained this part in the actual project demonstration, right? So you have a drop-down menu and you are selecting the R2 score. So explain why you are actually using the R2 score. Okay. Instead of just making it look like a step-by-step format that you need to click on R2 score, explain your viewers like what is R2 score and why we are actually using it, right? Because there are also multiple options why we are not choosing that. So with respect to your project, R2 score is important, and you, as you said, so explain those things. And then like when you have predicted values, explain like how you actually got the predicted values. Okay, do some more in-depth explanation on those parts instead of just saying, okay, this is the predicted values, right? So do more in-depth explanation on that. And when you have like XGBoost and everything, so also explain like why we are actually doing the XGBoost, right? Instead of making it just step-by-step format. Because see, in a task, you simply need to do this steps, right? But when you are doing a presentation, explain with a like a mindset that you are trying to explain it to an end user or a client. They may not understand every technical aspect of your task, so it is your responsibility to make them understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So next time, try to do your expression in that way. Because see, your expressions are good, your task explanation was really great, but you need to work on your presentation skills. Okay, and include the references slide and as well as the Q&A slide and or like contact information at the end, so that if anyone would like
Okay.
to have follow up on this task, then they can get in touch with you, right? And the conclusion, it is a good thing that you should have done the conclusion after the demonstration, so that that will like make more sense that your conclusion it at the end instead of just like giving the demo and saying, yeah sir, I'm done, right? So make it a step-by-step process. See, sometimes we go like with flow. Like I saw the conclusion slide and then I will make the conclusion. But instead of that, you can take a moment, take a break, and then give presentation on your demonstration, and then come back to your PPT and give the conclusion. That will make more sense to your viewers, right? Because the conclusion will come at the end, right? Yeah. So
Yes.
work on your presentation skills. You have room for improvement, I believe. It was your first presentation, right?
No, so second.
Okay. Okay, no issues. So I can see that you have been allotted. What was the previous task?
So the previous task was prescriptive analysis.
Okay, yeah, it is in the record. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. You can stop now.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So Sivin, you also raised your hand.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. So is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay. So good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. So I'm Sivin Vijayan. I'm from UI design team. So today I'll be presenting the UI design requirement document for stock market trading application. So before getting into the presentation, let's just see what a requirement document is. So requirement document is a document which contains all the required features for our project. So it includes basically the solution for the project, which includes the user expectation and needs, and user expectation and needs, the purpose of the solution, and also some constraints for the successful deployment. So these are the contents that I'll be presenting. It contains an overview on the stock market trading application, and understanding the users, the basic UI design requirement, and also UI design for the stock market application. So our aim is design a stock market trading application. So let's first see what a stock market is. A stock market refers to several exchanges where a publicly held stocks of the publicly held companies or the shares of the publicly held companies are traded. So it is an exchange where the shareholders and traders buy and sell shares, bonds, and other securities. So these are few of the stock market trading applications available now, and there are many more. There are few of the examples. And now let's see who are the users of stock market trading application. It is important to know the users because we are designing an application and we should make it user friendly. So for that, we should know who the users are so that it will be easier for the designer to design accordingly. So based on the type of trades or the investments the users do, we can classify the users of the trading application to be short-term or intraday traders, long-term or swing traders, and long-term investors. These can be beginners or professional traders. So we should keep in mind that this application will be used by beginners as well as professional traders. So the design should be such that it is easily understandable and it is simple. It can be simply used by a beginner as well as a professional trader. Now let's see what are the basic UI design requirements. So the first and the basic UI design requirement is to know one of the basic designing software. So it can be, these are the examples of some of the designing softwares. It is better to know any one of these designing softwares. It can be Sketch, Adobe XD, Figma, Marvel, and or any other design software. And next, I'll discuss about the basic as well as the most important part of the designing, that is color theory and typography. So let's first see what the color theory refers. Color theory is basically a set of rules and guidelines that the designer uses to communicate with the customer through some it is like color theory is a set of rules and guidelines that the designer uses to communicate with the customer through various through appealing color schemes in a visual interface. So here you can see a color wheel which contains the primary, secondary, and tertiary colors, and the designer uses this to select the color. And the color selection is purely based on the human optical ability, psychology, and culture. The next is typography. Typography is choosing, organizing, and using different typefaces or different fonts. It ensures that the content in the web page or the application is legible, readable, and scalable. So the reason why I'm discussing color theory and color theory and typography is that you can see in the next slide that this shows the importance of color theory and typography in design. In the first image, you can see it is not at all appealing, and the user may feel awkward or he may feel uncomfortable using this design. There may be enough contents in the page, but the user does not feel like using it because of the color theory and typography have not been used properly. Whereas in the second image, we can clearly see that there is a proper coloring used and there is a proper usage of fonts, that is typography. Now, let's see what are the UI design requirements for a stock market trading application. These are the basics. Now, let's see how this will apply for the stock market trading application. Coming to that, there should be a simple and clear user login page. This is because it is the first page that the user comes in contact with the application. So he should have a better first impression so that he'll find it to be simple and clear, and he should have a feeling to use it. So here in this image, you can see a made login or sign up page where a proper color scheme is used, and user will find it very simple and easy. So the color theory and typography has been used. This will make the application user friendly. Now, since we are discussing, since we are designing a stock market trading application, the interface should show the details of the trader or the user. So there should be a proper design of a dashboard. So it should give the details about the user's portfolio. In this image, you can see the in equity session, the available margin is being shown. There's a space for this available margin or opening balance or the account details. And the designer have also provided a space to show the details of the commodity account. Here, the user don't have a commodity account, but if there is a user with a commodity account, the designer have provided a space to show the details of the commodity account. Also, here you can see the P&L statement and invested value and the current value. So this is a proper dashboard which contains all the important information regarding the user stock portfolio and trading account. Now the thing is, the purpose of the designer is to make the experience of the user at its best. Like the user should feel simple, and he should have a clear idea, and he should not be searching for certain details that he should be finding. So there should be a tab to switch between various categories. Like here you can see this is a tab like where different categories are dashboards, orders, holdings, positions, funds, and so on. So such a tab should be provided so that the user can switch between these categories easily. Next is there should be a proper usage of charts or graphs. Here is an example for that. Like this is a graph which shows the movement of the Nifty 50 index, which will give the user an overview on how the market is moving, and it will help him to make correct decisions. Also, there should be space provided along with this dashboard orders and all, so that there can be the user can add stocks of his interest to the watch list, and he can use it accordingly. Now, let's see. There's a space should be given for the watch list. So this is an this is an example for that. Like there is current stock prices are being shown, how much the stocks have moved per day, and also the indexes have been shown there. So such a space should be provided, which will make the user make it easier for the user to do his trade or invest. Also, we can use a pie chart to show how much of the capital the user have been invested in which are sectors or companies. So it can show the stock split of the user. So all these things are the basic UI design requirements that are required for a proper stock market trading application design, which makes it easier for the user to handle the application or make his trades and all. Here I conclude. Thank you, sir.
So I hope your presentation is done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, your presentation was really well, I would say, formatted. It was properly done. Yeah, the introduction was good, I would say. Proper context was given. And then you also started really well. You explained about important concepts in UI design, such as color theory and typography. But I believe with respect to your explanation, you can improve a lot. Okay. Something was missing with your explanation, I believe. Okay. So I believe it was hook. So work on your hook. Like when I say hook of presentation, so it was not like smooth. You were missing some things in the explanation. Okay, you can always take some kind of examples to explain some certain concepts to your viewers. Okay, you said psychology and everything. Okay, that terms may look like really hard for some new viewers who are not really well informed on the UI part of things. So start by giving an example that will be much better for you to explain the entire concept to your viewers. Okay, and it will also give them more understanding of the things. Like on the next slide, you did. Can you go to that slide where you are giving examples on that? Yeah. So in this slide, you did give an example, but I believe it was not properly done. Let's say, see on the second, you have classes. Can you find classes?
Sorry, sir.
Classes.
Classes.
Yeah.
Sir, in the second image.
Yeah. It is like covered because of book. See on the guy who is standing in the like middle. See the where he is handling his book. It says classes, right? Student, teachers, and classes.
Classrooms, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Classroom.
classroom. So this is the why color theory is important and typography is important. Viewers should be able to see what we want them to see, right?
Yes, sir.
We
Yes, sir.
need to make them focus on the things that we want them to focus. Okay, so it
Okay.
says take a tour and everything. It is following a well formatted color palette, I would say. It has blue, yellow, and white color mainly, and the background has some kind of opacity. Okay, so that it is giving more focus on the text and the actual weird model. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this is a good example you have taken, but I believe you were not able to explain it properly. Okay,
Okay.
and
Okay.
the classroom, that word is well exampled. This is a really good example to understand your concept to your members. So look at these things when you are giving presentation. Now go to next slide. Now go to next slide. Sivin?
Yes. Sir, sir, hello.
Yeah, I
Sir,
believe you had some network issue.
yes, sir.
Yeah, no issue. So when you are explaining the login page and everything, okay. So
Okay.
you can explain it in more detail, like why we are using certain designs for those pages. Okay, what is what you want to convey to your end user. Let us say when you have a stock market page, right? So what do you think will be a good color palette for this design?
For the interface or the login page?
Or say when you have interface and login page, make sure that you are actually having some kind of consistency in your colors.
Consistency. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so in general, what colors do you think will be good for the stock market? And give me on both way, like on dark mode and on light mode.
So I think it should be white in the light mode, along with maybe a combination of some light red will be good.
Why light red? Because gold can be have a golden or yellowish color. That will be much better with white, don't you think? Yellow and white. You have on login skill there. See, it is yellow and white, right? It
Yes, sir.
looks
Yes,
really
sir.
good. So don't you
Yeah,
think that will go much better with the stock market? And red color symbolizes different thing. You talked about the psychology of red color, right? So red color is more harsher on eyes. Maybe that
with
will
a
be
light.
good with the black. Right? It will emphasize more. So do this kind of research on this things. Okay. As I said, this was, I believe, missing from you. When I said that, I believe something was missing from your presentation. So work on your explanation part, because you got how to present. You have that thing. You have a talent for presentation, but I believe you need to work on your actual explanation skills. Okay. So work on your hook part. Okay. See
Okay,
how
sir.
to build up a hook. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure, sir.
And it will be good if you can make a demo design in Figma or something and then show it to us in a demo. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Sure.
Yeah. So
Thank you,
next
sir.
time do this. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Sambhavi, you have any presentation or general queries?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay, then we'll wait for some time. Let's see if anyone else join. Else we can conclude the session.
Sir, actually, I have one query.
Can you just give me a second? I'll be back.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, Sambhavi.
Huh. Yes, sir.
Can you
Actually,
turn your camera on, please?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So actually, means I have given the date for the presentation is today. Means at 5 p.m. So that's why I'm not able to give it now. So I will give it tomorrow or onwards. Is that okay?
Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Hello?
Yeah, can you come again?
Yes, sir. Actually, the I have given the presentation date is today at 5 p.m. Means at 5 p.m. they given me the mail that you have to present at 7 p.m. But my presentation is not ready today, so I will give it tomorrow or either on the Monday or Tuesday. Sorry, on Tuesday.
Oh, let me just check. Okay, yeah, sure. You can give it
Okay.
to me on Thursday.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
And sir, the chat box is not working now
No, it
because I
should
have
work out. I think the chat box is only active between 10 to 6.
no, sir. I have actually put it my query at 11 to 12 p.m. Yesterday, but they it's not working. It is not working. So
Can you show me what the problem is?
yes, but wait a second. They have posted me a mail after that. Mm, wait a second.
So share the screen and let me know what the problem is.
Yes, yes, yes. Mhm, mhm. Yes. Is it visible?
Yeah.
So this is the mail. I have
Mhm.
actually put
Yeah, I believe you did got reply from one of our technical support persons.
okay, sir.
Then what is the issue?
Sir, actually, that is what I want to say that I have not completed my presentation till now. So can I give it a later? That's my
You
query. So
can
that's
give it
why.
the presentation tomorrow. Okay, if you want.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
give it to me by tomorrow. You can join at 7 and raise your hand. We'll have your presentation first. Okay. Because I
okay,
can see
sir.
you were scheduled for 25th.
Yes, yes, sir. But the mail I have received it today that I have to present the
Okay,
material.
so next time when you are clicking on the scheduled presentation task, so make sure that you are actually making your presentation first before you actually request for a presentation. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
make sure to do that. We'll have your presentation tomorrow. No problem. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, sure. Okay, thank you guys. We'll wait for some time and then we'll end the session. You guys can leave if you want because presentations are not remaining for today. Okay, thank you for joining. We'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes. If no one joins, then we'll end the session.